Okay, this is the setup video. When you come in, you want to turn some lights on here and here. You want to turn the camera on right here. You want to double check that the manual focus is on, it says MF, and that the stabilizer is off right there, okay? It's probably going to not be moved. Here's the computer. I'm going to sit down and turn on ZBrush. So you double click on ZBrush. It's going to fire up in a few moments. You don't want to update it right now. We're going to go with a new scene. You're going to give it a name. Just type it. And then you're going to figure out where you want to save it. And we're going to save this in where? Pictures, or no, documents is where I want to save it. But you should make a folder so you know where everything is. Okay, now it's going to open up. And right behind you, you heard the camera click because I turned it on first. You'll see that there is, if I put my hand over here, you can see that it's live over here. I'm just going to put something in the screen so you know it's there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is, now that the lights are on, you're going to go into this window over here. It looks like a camera. And then you're going to hit this thing right here, which is where to focus it. And you'll see that this box shows up. For some reason, there's a lot going on here. I'm going to close those so you have more screen space. Okay, so when you hit focus, you're going to move this to where you want to check the focus. You see this thing here? And then you're going to click in there. And then you're going to go to the camera and you're going to move this ring back and forth until it looks like it's in focus. So it's out of focus, it's in focus. Once you're happy with that, you're going to click again, and there's your scene. If you need to make sure that the whole screen is showing, you want to click this little button right here to make sure you see the full frame. Now these buttons right here, this is your shutter speed, this is your aperture size, that means like the opening and closing of the eye. On the camera, and then this is your your film type. You could leave this one alone. You could probably leave all of these alone, and let's just hit the test frame or test shot. Okay, so you're gonna have to open that up to make sure you can see your test shot. Oh, where is the test shot? There it is. So there's what this looks like, okay? You wanna make sure that it looks nice. If it looks a little dark or a little light, you can adjust this middle bar right here. So if I want that to be a little bit brighter, I'm going to move it to f5.6. Okay, and then I'm going to take another test shot. You can see, I think it's a little bright. And if you look at the last version by hitting the arrow key, you can see it's a little too bright. So I'm going to go with the first one. So I'm going to put this right back to 8. Once I've done that, I'm going to be happy with the way this is. And I'm going to then go to this window here and start shooting. Okay? Right now, this is not very big. You can make this much wider so you can see it. And also you could turn on that monitor so you could see what's going on. There's a remote here for it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, once again, make sure that this is at 100% so that it's zoomed out most of the way by sliding this back and forth. Okay, so that you're not fooling yourself about what you're showing. Now, you don't see where your frames are, so you want to go to this little film thing here, this little emblem, and it's going to show where your frames are for once you shoot. So if I hit enter on this thing right here, on this remote, if I hit enter, it'll shoot a frame, okay? And then you'll see that it appears right there as a frame. Now, I'm going to move my model a little bit, and I'm not sure how far I moved it. So if I move this little button right here, you'll see a kind of a ghost image of where it was. And I'm using my arrow keys here or on the remote to kind of go back and forth between the frames. Okay, so I like that position. I'm going to hit enter again. And then I'm going to move it a little bit more. And then you'll see now I have 3 frames. And then I'm going to hit it again. Okay, that's as simple as it has to be. Once you've shot your sequence, you'll see it start to add up all the way over here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, and then Export Movie, and it should be preset to 24 frames a second, high resolution, and you hit Export and you tell it where to export it. And for me, I'm going to put it in, where did I say, Documents, and make sure you call it something. Is the movie over? Okay, and that's it. So if you have any more questions after seeing this video, please let me know. Thanks.